The stock market is a place where billions are made and lost every day. That is the stark reality. Should that discourage us from investing? I would say no. You should not get discouraged. And so, in the presence of this reality of one losing his money, the likelihood of sustaining an enormous loss in the market, what would you do? What are you expected to do? And that's why I want to talk about 10 benefits of diversifying your stock portfolio. When you diversify your portfolio in the markets, that tendency of losing money is enormously reduced. Number one, reduce risk. Diversification helps you to reduce your risk in the market, in the sense that you don't put your eggs in one basket. You place your investments, your stock investment across different sectors and across different industries in the market. By so doing, your risk is mitigated. Your level of risk, though present, is somewhat lowered. And that is what diversification helps you to achieve in your stock portfolio. Number two, smoother returns. Diversification helps you to smoothen your returns over time, in the sense that your return is not tied down to a single stock in a single industry. For the fact that you spread your investments across different sectors, if a particular sector does poorly, that particular poor result will not affect the other stocks so much, will not affect your overall result so much, compared to having a singular stock in a single sector. And so it helps you to have a smoother result or a smoother return. It helps you to maintain a level of returns that is palatable, it's encouraging. Not that this particular year you are up 20%, another year you are down 19%, the subsequent year you are up 17%, the other year you are down 23%. No, it smoothens your return. Your returns. Number three, protection against market volatility. Unfortunately, the market is bound to fluctuate. It's just like a second nature to the market. The market is bound to fluctuate. There's volatility in the market. These things, these conditions are expected. And so, how do you handle this? You handle it by diversifying your portfolio. In the case where a particular sector is volatile, is fluctuating, it's not doing well, that particular condition may not be applicable to other sectors. And so if a particular sector is being affected by massive volatility, but the fact that other sectors we've invested in are stable, that will not affect your returns, tremendously. It will help you to maintain stability, in your yield in the market. Number four, enhance potentials for returns. Once you investment are spread across different sectors, you discover that sometimes, all things being equal in a good economy, most of the sectors are going to do very well, are going to perform well. And so this enhance your level of returns. This enhance, the level at which, you are going to benefit from the market. That is a very important attribute of diversification. Your returns, are enhanced. Number five, lower overall portfolio risk. When you diversify your portfolio, diversify your investment in stocks, you discover that the overall portfolio risk is somewhat lowered compared to placing your bets in very few sectors of the economy, very few sectors of the market. And so it helps you to mitigate your overall risk. it guarantees, risk mitigation. Number six, access to different markets. Diversification helps you to access different markets. You may be investing in the emerging markets, maybe investing, in the other economy, outside your country. So it gives you that particular access to different markets that tend to perform, differently. And so if a particular market you are invested in is performing poorly, other markets you're equally invested in could be performing very well. And so overall, your investment returns, are guaranteed. Number seven, mitigation of company-specific risk. Some risks actually are like, attached to a certain industry or to a certain stock in a given industry. Let's say, for instance, a stock in the oil industry, the energy sector. Usually, when there is an increase in oil price, you know, that might bring about, an increase in returns in the oil, in the given, securities in the energy sector. And on the other way around, if there's a decrease or a fall in oil price, it could equally affect the performance of companies in the energy sector. And so, if you are well diversified beyond beyond the energy sector, and so any negative, occurrence in the energy sector will not so much affect your overall portfolio. And so, it helps you to mitigate against risks that are specific to a given company. Number eight, increased stability. A well diversified, adequately diversified, a portfolio, helps you maintain stability. You are diversified across sectors, across industries, and even across different kinds of stocks. Blue chip stocks, value stocks, growth stocks, international stocks, cyclical stocks, defensive stocks. When you're fully diversified across these different types of stocks, then of course your portfolio will achieve the stability it desires, the stability that will help you to sleep well at night. Number nine, better risk return trade-off. Generally, when we talk about returns in stocks, we ask ourselves, at what risk was that particular return obtained? If the risk is so much, then of course, one should be very, very careful with that level of strategy. We should be able to obtain better results, better return at a lower risk. And this particular tendency cannot materialize except with the help of a well-diversified portfolio. Please, I will advise and encourage and equally plead that you subscribe to this particular channel, hit the notification button and give us a thumbs up so I can be encouraged, catalyzed, and motivated to keep on bringing you contents of this nature that is designed to make you, a better investor, an excellent investor, a knowledgeable investor that will then guarantee financial independence at the end of the day. Lastly, number 10, flexibility to adjust. In a diversified portfolio, that flexibility is there for you to adjust your portfolio, to rebalance your portfolio in line with the goals and objectives you want to obtain, you want to achieve. And so diversification will help you to do what? To be able to obtain, to arrive at the level of returns you've earlier fixed for yourself. If you want to, have a larger form of return, then of course you will then invest in sectors that are growing, that are performing very well, that are doing very well relative to the entire market. And so this could be obtained through the instrumentality of diversification. Is something we can never ever do without. Forget about the fact that the market is risky, but at least Through this particular concept of diversification, our risk could be mitigated if we apply it diligently.